Boys, what are you saying? Today we're going to be doing Premier League predictions 25-26. I'm recording on the 22nd of July. So, yeah, let's get into it. As you can see, we've got the table here. So, yeah, we've still got a month and a half, basically, of the transfer window. So, it's a bit early to be doing it. But I thought, why not? Let's do it now. And obviously, we'll review them at the end of the season. So, yeah, let's get into it. 20th spot, I've got Burnley. I mean, they've made a good sign of Kyle Walker, but I just can't see that keeping them up. I think there's definitely better teams. Like, I can see Leeds and obviously the other promoted team. Fun fact of this video, I haven't actually done the first 3 teams that come up to go down this season, whereas I usually would. But nah, I've actually left it. There's a team, and I think it's pretty obvious because they've lost a few players. They've got a bit of a dodgy manager signing, but yeah, anyway, Burnley, I just don't think they've got it to stay up, do you know what I mean? We've got Lyle Foster up top, I mean, pretty legitimate striker, but, yeah, I just don't think they've got the facilities to stay up, to be honest, this season. Alright, 19th, 18th, I've got Brentford 19th. I mean, they've made this manager signing of Keith Andrews, and I just really don't agree with it. I mean, I've heard rumours, obviously, in the meetings and that League One teams turned him down for manager, turned his application down. I'm just a bit like Brentford, like, they could have gone out and got a good manager, and push this season. Obviously with the Mbeumo money that they've got, they could sign some good players, but I just don't see Brentford being able to sign good players wanting to go to Brentford. I just can't see them staying up. I mean, they've got a set piece coach as a manager. I've always rated Brentford. I mean, they've got Wisser still, but if they lose him and Collins, it's going to be a long day for Brentford, or should I say a long season. I mean, for Leeds, I actually haven't done a lot of research for Leeds, to be honest, but I don't think they're going to have enough to stay up, to be honest. I just don't. I think there's a lot more better teams that will stay up. And, yeah, I think all 17 teams above Leeds are way better than them. And I think the bottom 3, there's a complete different standard now from the top 17 of the Premier League that's going to stay in it for 26-27. And, yeah, I just don't think Leeds have it in them to stay up again. I mean, they did it the first time they come up. They stayed up. How many seasons they stayed for? 2 or 3? But, yeah, I just can't see it going. Alright, 17th to 13th. We have gone for Wolves, Sunderland, West Ham, Everton, and Fulham. We'll talk on Wolves first. Wolves, obviously, they've sold Cunha. And last season, I'm not too sure about their recruitment. Do you know what I mean? Because last season, they sold Kilman to West Ham. And the recruitment weren't great. Obviously, there was challenging in a relegation battle, and then they got that Pereira manager. He's a good manager. That's why I can see him staying up, to be honest. But I just don't think they're going to have that quality to push on again this season and get a good mid-table finish. I can just see him staying up, to be honest. 16th, Sunderland. I've got Sunderland 16th. I know it's a bit of a shock one. They could be finished bottom, but I could look like absolute knob. But I'm just going with my heart for this one. Obviously, they've made the signings of Adingra, Diarra, Lafitte. They've strengthened their midfield massively. Like, I actually rate them for doing it, because usually you see these teams come up and just buy dodgy English blokes, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do see him actually staying up this season. They've got a very good team. Adingra, oh mate, I think he's going to cook for him, to be honest. Alright, 15th, West Ham. I mean, they've got Bowen and that. They've sold Kudus. I'm sure they'll buy someone else. I could see Fulkrug pushing on this season. Last season, he did me over a bit because I had him in the FPL at the start and he absolutely fucked me over. But, oh well, Fulkrug, you could get your chance again this season. But, yeah, I think you'll have a decent season. I think West Ham will just have a bang average season again. I mean, Graham Potter, he's not the best manager. I mean, see what he did with us. It was terrible. But, yeah, no, I can see West Ham having a better season than last. So, yeah. 14th, Everton. Obviously, they've made the signing of that Barry guy from Villarreal. Decent striker, to be fair. And obviously, they made Alcaraz as well from Flamengo. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I told you I've watched Alcaraz before, but he's a young Brazilian from Flamengo. So, I mean, he must be a baller, do you know what I mean? But Barry, yeah, Barry's a good player. I've seen a few highlights of him, and I think they will push this next season. Obviously, Barry and Beto up front. I mean, Beto last season, he was proper cooking at the end, wasn't he? What was it? Last 12 games, he was scoring in most of them, wasn't he? So, yeah, fair play to Beto. Obviously, David Moyes' manager, first season in their new stadium. I think they will progress and push and have an alright season. But obviously, 14th ain't great, but I just, same like the other reasons, I think the other 13 teams ahead are a bit better. Maybe you could swap them for Fulham. Maybe I should do that, but, yeah, I just think Fulham are a bit better. Alright, 13th Fulham. They haven't made any signings at the moment. I've got a Fulham mate, yeah, and he says the only signing they've made at the moment is a backup goalkeeper. And I'm a bit like, that is a bit dodgy for Fulham. I mean, they've got Adama Traore, Muniz, Raul Jimenez. Is Raul Jimenez still there? I think so. They might have Willian. I don't know if he's left yet. But obviously, they've got a good team. I just think they'll stay mid-table like usual. Maybe drop a bit. Where did they finish? They might finish 13th for the season. I can't actually remember with you, but I do think they'll have an alright season for their squad. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, if they don't make any signings though, I could see a bit of trouble happening. But oh well, sure. I mean, they've got Bernd Leno in goal. Why not? He would save the Titanic. But yeah. 12th to 10th, I've gone for Crystal Palace, Forest, and Bournemouth. While we get started in Crystal Palace, it is looking likely that they are going to lose Eze, and I think that will be a big miss for Palace. And obviously it will be. He is their best player, and obviously I've heard rumours of Mateta going as well. But they've got Europe as well. I just can't seeing him having a good season this season. I think 12th, like usual, is just going to be their spot. To be honest, I hope Eze stays with him because he's not going to come Chelsea now. So I hope he just stays at Palace. And yeah, I think with Europe, I think they'll do alright in the Prem, to be honest. I don't know how they're going to do in the Conference League. I can see them getting far, but maybe not winning it. Alright, 11th, Forest. This is a bit of a big one as well. Big call by me. To be honest, this is actually another big call. My big call this season is that Nuno is going to be sacked by Christmas, yeah. I might look like an absolute knobhead at Christmas, but I think he will be the first manager or by Christmas to be sacked. And I just don't think Forest are going to have this season. I think they're going to do shit in Europe. I think they're going to do shit in the Prem. Obviously, they've lost Elanga. Maybe Chris Wood will save him, but well, not a shit season, but shit season compared to last, obviously. And yeah, I just can't see him doing that well this season, to be honest. I think Europe will cook him a little bit. Bournemouth 10th. I think they've just got a solid squad. Obviously, they're probably going to recruit with the money they got for... They're going to recruit with the money they got for Huijsen, who went to Real Madrid. Obviously, they've bought Petrovic. I think, stay waited for my predicted team of the season video. I will talk about Petrovic a lot in detail in that video. I think that is a great goalkeeper signing. I wish we kept him, man. But although Robert Sanchez is the GOAT after that game against PSG, I do wish we kept Petrovic. I think he's a great keeper. I think he will do well for Bournemouth next season. I can just say I'm having a solid finish and finishing 10th. From 9th to 8th to 7th, I've got Man United, Brighton and Tottenham. Man United, I can see him having a more steady season than last. I mean, they're not going to finish like 15th like last season because they've got Cunha and Mbeumo now. And you obviously know Amorim works place at 2 10s, and I'm sure that's where Mbeumo and Cunha will be. Obviously behind Højlund, who's absolutely awful, by the way. But yeah, I can see United signing the striker. Maybe Jackson, you know what I mean, for 80 million. But I do think Jackson will cook. I've always rated Jackson, to be honest. So if they do sign Jackson, I don't think that's a bad signing at all. Maybe a bit steep for 100 mil, but yeah, I can see United having a more steady season. Obviously with Cunha and Mbeumo, I think Mbeumo will do well. I don't know about Cunha, to be honest. But yeah, obviously they're going to have Bruno Fernandes dropping deeper into that deep line playmaker role. But yeah, I can see United finishing 9th this season, not just getting Europe. Maybe reach a domestic cup final, but yeah, I just can't see them doing... Well, it's better than last year how they did in the Prem. I'm sure they'd rather finish 9th than 15th, do you know what I mean? But yeah, Brighton, they've obviously made that signing of Tom Watson from Sunderland, who scored the last goal in the playoff final. He probably won't start, to be honest, but Brighton, yeah, they're not in Europe anymore. If they was in Europe, I'm sure they'd have been a bit further down, because I just think they wouldn't have done as great. But yeah, obviously they got kicked out because Forest, the dirty snitches, got into Europa League, and then Palace got dropped into Conference, so it took Brighton's spot. So yeah, pretty annoying for Brighton, but I can't see him just having a alright season, to be honest. Without Europe, I can see him just pushing on. I mean, they've lost João Pedro as well, and you know what Brighton's thingy are like. João Pedro, Dingra, mate, they'll make some serious good signings, like young players from like bloody Venezuela. Do you know what I mean? They'll find players. They'll find players. Trust me. 7th, I've gone Tottenham. I think they'll just edge a Conference League spot this season. To be honest, they got the Gibbs White signing, but obviously the Nottingham Forest owner is keeping that, saying it's illegal or something. I don't know if it's illegal, but yeah, because something to do with a release clause and Gibbs White. But Gibbs White is a good signing. Kudus, I think he'll do alright for him. He looks hungry as well. Like he did want Tottenham. He was only for Tottenham, so I can see him definitely having a better season than last. Obviously in the Champions League, but I can't see him doing that great in it. I think Tottenham have a bit of a dodgy start to the season, and I think the more they get into it, I think they'll be better under Frank. You know, when Frank starts implementing his play style, and yeah, obviously Thomas Frank's a great manager, so yeah, I can see Tottenham doing really a lot better than last season. Right, 6th to 5th, my Europa League spots. I've got Aston Villa 6th and Newcastle 5th. To be honest, I can see Aston Villa just having an alright season again. Do you know what I mean? They've got good players, Ollie Watkins, Emi Martinez. I don't think they're going to leave anymore. I mean, they've got Onana, Morgan Rogers. He could potentially leave, but I think they'll, even if he does leave, they'll recruit with good signings. Do you know what I mean? I think they're alright. They've got Samuel Willing coming back, junior. Yeah, I do think Aston Villa will have a good season again and get Europa League. Maybe even reach the final of Europa League and maybe even win it, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think this could be a very good season for Aston Villa. And then 5th, I've got Newcastle. Obviously, they've got Champions League, but will they lose Isak? That is the question, because I've heard rumours about it. Him going to Liverpool, but obviously it's 120 million. They've signed Elanga. I think he'll be very good for them. And I do think Newcastle will have a good season, to be honest with you. I really do think they will. Obviously, it might be top 5 coefficient again. I mean, there's 6 teams in the Prem and the Champions League, so yeah, maybe Newcastle could clinch another Champions League spot next season, and yeah, I think they will do well. Isak, if he stays, I think they will get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Obviously, I was unlucky with a group of death last time. What was it? Dortmund, Milan, and PSG. I mean, they got robbed out of that last game against PSG, the handball, whatever it was. But yeah, I can see Newcastle doing alright. So yeah, have that, Lewis Bowden, mate. Alright, my 4th to 2nd, I've got 4th Arsenal, 3rd Chelsea, and 2nd City. Arsenal have obviously just made the signing of Gyökeres and Noni Madueke. I mean, they can have Noni Madueke. I think he's a good player. I really did think he was alright for us. But he's very egotistical as well. I think he's jokes. He will run the dressing room. He is funny like that. But he's definitely a good one to have in the background. But I just don't think he's the right signing for them. Like, playing him left wing, he's the right winger, mate. Like, or he's going to play back up to Saka. But I do think he's better than Martinelli. So he probably will start off the left. But they should have just gone in for a better player than Madueke to play a right winger off the left. So I mean, it don't make sense. And Gyökeres, one thing I'm going to say about him is, if you watch Sporting last season, I'm not saying I watched every game, but he scored a lot of his goals on the transition, on the counter. And we didn't really see Arsenal playing on the counter a lot last season. So I can't see Gyökeres actually having that great of a season under Arsenal. Obviously, he'll probably score like 10, 15 goals, which is still good for your first season in the Prem. But to be honest, I just can't see him having that start that the deluded Arsenal fans think he's going to have. But yeah, no. Obviously, he scores most of his goals in transition. He scored the hat-trick against City, and that's what all the Arsenal fans are getting excited about. But I just can't say. I think their time's gone for the Prem now. I think there's 3 definitely better teams than them. And yeah, obviously the world champions next. In 3rd, Chelsea, my team. We're going to spend all day talking about this one if I carry on. But we're looking at Xavi Simons at the moment. We're looking. We've just made a bid for Hato, and everything is on the up for us. I mean, you've got João Pedro, Liam Delap. We might get 80 mil for Jackson, even though I'd like him to stay. You know, Esteval coming in, Palmer. Oh, mate, we are looking absolutely unreal next season. I genuinely think this top 3 could change by the end of the transfer window for me, but obviously I'm doing it now. And I really do think we're going to push for the Prem until March, April time, and then drop off a little bit. But we have actually got a really good squad for next season. I can see us pushing a lot. Obviously, Jamie Bino Gittins coming in. Oh, mate. Cucurella. We've actually got some serious talent. I mean, I think we're 1 goalkeeper away from winning the league, to be honest with you. And because obviously Sanchez, he was good in the Club World Cup, but I just can't. Obviously he's always got a mistake in him, so it's a bit dodgy like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I can see Chelsea having a really, really good season and maybe getting a few cups, maybe even the Champions League. We'll see that on the Matchday vlogs next season. Stay tuned on this channel for them. We're gonna be making a new generation of Matchday vlogging. We're gonna ban off Fogden. I love Fogden. I met him before on my flight to Roclaw, but yeah, Fogden, mate, you're getting overtaken. Yeah, misfits. Second, I've got City. Obviously, they made the signing of Ait Nouri, which actually I didn't mention in the Wolves thing. They obviously lost Ait Nouri as well. They made Ait Nouri, Turkey, Rangers, and obviously we all know the big man, Marcus Bettinelli, he is going to absolutely cook for him. I mean, nah, he's not going to play 10 minutes for him. Do you know what I mean? But he's good to have in the dressing room. He showed that for us. I mean, all the players are gutted when he left us. So, good player to have in the background. Anyway, why am I speaking like 30 seconds talking about Bettinelli, who's not going to play? Obviously, Football Manager Warriors will know about Sphere Naipan or whatever his name is. Very, very good wonder kid, mate. I swear. The amount of saves I've had him on, and he's absolutely cooked on, it's outrageous, to be honest. But yeah, I can see City pushing for the league until the end with Liverpool this season. But I do think Liverpool will just edge it. Obviously, they made the signing of Verts, Kirkes, what's his name, Frimpong. I mean, they just look so dangerous. And you got to think about their actual team as well, like McAllister, Van Dijk, Kanai, if he's even still there, to be honest. I think Alisson, who've got Mamadashvili in as the backup. Like, they're just looking unreal. And obviously, there's still rumours, and Salah as well, I can't believe I forgot about him. And there are still rumours that Isak is going to be going to Liverpool for £120 million. And if that happens, Liverpool could storm it, I think, again. But their team is looking seriously good at the moment. I do think they will buy number 9. I mean, obviously, I've heard rumours of Mateta going there, but I just don't know if he will, to be honest. I can see him putting in a 120 bid for Isak. I just can't see it. I don't know if it'll happen now, but I think it'll happen towards the deadline window. Obviously, might not, but yeah, I do think Liverpool will just edge the league this season. I think, obviously, will drop off March, April time. City, I do think they'll go to the end with Liverpool. But, yeah. Thank you, boys, for watching. We're going to be back. My next video is going to be top 20 away days from someone that's completed all the away days in the Premier League. And, yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that video. I'm also going to do my FBL team 25-26, so stay tuned for these new videos. Obviously, the Prem starts soon, and Champions League. So I'm going to be taking you boys with me on my little GoPro around Europe watching Chelsea. And I'm actually buzzing for it, to be honest. Like, I'm so excited. And this channel is literally, I can't wait to do it, to be honest, and I'm so happy I've done my first video. So, yeah, thank you boys for watching. I'll see you boys in a bit.